Hopefully we get some questions rolling in, but we can just go ahead and start chatting about the films. If anybody's got questions for each other that watched it. Tyler's in the dark too. We got the mysterious. Hopefully we get some questions rolling in, but you can just go ahead and start chatting about the films. If anybody's got questions, sorry.
Pretty nice.
Okay.
Oh, Garrett jumps on and says he really wished Steve was in the Zoom tonight, hiding Coors Light in his tumbler.
All
right, you guys want go ahead and go around the circle introducing yourselves just so people have an idea who all's talking here.
I'm Justin Nelson with Top Priority Hunting. I filmed and edited a true Alaska experience with Pure Elevation, Exo Mountain View, and Humpback.
Lenny Nelson, Pure Elevation, and Exo Mountain Gear. Justin and I are not brothers. I think it's cool over there.
Am I next?
Go for it, Jordan.
All right. Okay, I'm Jordan Budd. I filmed and edited the Crispi hunt with Justin.
I'll follow Jordan, Justin Long, and I work for Crispi. He's in the Opportunities film that Jordan filmed.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've got you.
All right, I'm Tyler Crockett, part of Pure Elevation, and with Lenny and the other guys are babysitting and dadding it tonight. So it's Lenny and I and Justin.
All right, sweet. We got comments that we're a quiet group here tonight. It might be the fact that I delayed everyone 3.5 hours. So I want to apologize for that, but it's 2020, so I'll use that excuse.
It is fitting.
All right, let's Justin, you want to just this is for Justin Nelson, you want to chat about your first time filming with the Pure Elevation crew and first trip to Alaska, I think, right?
Yeah. So 2 years ago, I had talked to Steve with EXO at a Christmas party. Just kind of told him how I was interested in Alaska, and that night he just invited me to come along. Guys were planning a caribou hunt the next year, and always been a huge fan of Pure Elevation. When we first started our films, we went to some of the full draw film tours, and they were one of the groups, them, Born and Raised, and Matt Zinger, and you know, it's pretty cool. Those guys I looked up to back then, and to be able to get to know them and realize that, you know, they're just people, but they're great dudes, and that, you know, I was given the ability to go with them, and it was a really cool experience. Tyler, Lenny, Jason, all those guys were just so much fun. They made the hunt very enjoyable. It was really easy to document, and we had a great time. Even though the hunting wasn't the greatest, we still definitely made it count.
Yeah. Tyler, are you trying to get your steps in still for the day or what?
Yeah, my gum told me I'm short, so I'm just trying to get some exercise in here.
How about you, Jordan? What was this the first trip filming these guys?
Yeah, it was the first trip filming Justin and doing something with the Crispi guys, and then gonna do another one this year, I think. Hopefully get it in the tour if Justin can pull it off.
No pressure, right?
No?
Right. What do you got in the bag, Justin?
I've got a limited entry tag here in Utah, so hold that out of the hat. Not really sure how, but yeah, stoked about it. Been able to get away a little bit. So that pregnant wife I had in the video, now there's a little one, so it doesn't get any easier, which I'm sure everybody on this camera knows.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
But looking forward to it. So hopefully we can one up a little bit.
Heck yeah. It's another elk hunt, right?
Absolutely.
Elk's king for the tour. Well, maybe a caribou hunt here and there.
Anything positive this year is a win in my book.
Yeah. Crispi office is sitting pretty fat with tags, so
Yeah, I don't really know what can in his like previous life, but he's sitting pretty good too. So he's got 2 mountain goat tags this year, so not too shabby.
yeah. All right, we got a question. How many days were you guys up in Alaska actually hunting for?
Gosh, Leonard, what did we hunt for? Only like 6 or 7 days?
I think actually,
Well, it depends on who you are, because me and Steve, we left a day later.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the weather was bad, everything bottlenecked, and we Lenny and Steve graciously gave up the first plane out a day ahead of them because they couldn't get everybody out on the planes that were there.
Right, and we're already a day backed up, so we were backed up 2 days. You guys were backed up 1 day, so I think we're only maybe in the field for 5 days. Maybe you guys
Yeah,
6.
that sounds right.
Yeah, because then you got the day of waiting to fly out.
Yeah, it makes for a quick trip in the tundra.
It does. When the hunting is good, it's not enough time, but by the end of it, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go chase some elk in Idaho.
Yeah. What were the dates you guys were up there?
Oh,
Like prime time elk hunting.
yeah, it's like right middle of the month, like 15th through the 22nd or something like that. Yeah, prime time elk hunting.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Cool.
the weather wasn't bad. I mean, except for a little bit of wind.
Yeah.
makes for easy filming. And good audio.
Yeah, audio was fun, I bet.
Yeah. And it was actually really great. Obviously, I never got a chance to hunt with Justin, known him for a while. And, it's always kind of interesting throwing a new person in the mix, and especially when the hunting sucks, how everyone's going to kind of click and get along. And it was great. I mean, from day one, it was an awesome, fun group to get out and go chase ourselves with most of the time.
You guys have any new plans for Alaska? Or are you going to give her a break for a few years here?
We're going to go chase Sitka deer on Kodiak in November this year.
Oh, that's right. Headed back, huh? Or I guess.
Headed back.
Cool.
And then
Did
me,
you
Gary.
go on that hunt, Lenny, the first time?
What was that?
Were you on that hunt last year? The
Which
Sitka.
one? Oh, no, I didn't do that with Steve last year, but for the report back, sounded like it was going to be a blast.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like it in our film last night, or whatever night it was. Indicots was pretty entertaining. Lots of bucks, for sure.
Yeah, I hope our buck count is like that. That'd be pretty sweet. There seemed like there was a lot of bucks floating around.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we got a question. What are everyone's favorite animals to hunt?
I'll start. Mule deer.
I'd say elk.
From a filming standpoint, elk for sure for us. It's a lot easier.
I'll agree with the elk side point. Yeah, definitely gonna be elk for me.
I think Jordan gave a nod for the mule deer, didn't she?
Yeah, I did. I did for sure.
You should talk to that, Justin, how Kendall was still looking for mule deer while you guys were hearing bulls scream and watching them rut and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing when you got that many bulls that were screaming. I mean, we really didn't think there was gonna be that many bulls in there, and then everybody started firing off. And I don't know if it was that many or if they were echoing, but Kendo really started going back and looking at deer, and he's like, "Man, I think we might have a buck over here." And I'm like, "Dude, I could care less right now." So he definitely had that relapse, but there was some big deer in there. I mean, I hate to give away some of the secret there, but we actually were in I believe it was a couple days after we had packed that bull out, and had found a rather nice buck, and I kind of blew a shot. It was a rather long shot, but blew a shot on that. But there was definitely some good deer in there. So Kendall was a little warranted, but yeah, it was, yeah, reliving that a little bit now as I say it. I missed that hunt a little bit.
Nice, got a good background.
Yeah. Jordan's probably seen that footage a little bit too, so she knows how big that deer was. A little bit bigger than that elk was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good buck. That'll be coming out later. The full film will be coming out later on Crispi, I think.
All right, sweet.
Swing and a miss.
You guys have a date for when that's gonna drop?
August, I think, sometime. So I guess soon.
Cool. You figure out how to change your background down there, Tyler?
Yeah, I did. I was just over here pushing buttons like, wow, what does this do? Oh, sweet.
Well, what hunt is coming up right around the corner for everybody? Early deer or antelope?
Antelope.
Quick. So I mean, elk will be August 15th. So we're right there, about 2 weeks out.
Gonna be some velvet bulls for that hunt, or?
Hopefully, that's the plan. We've got. I think we're gonna do an early hunt planned, and then if that doesn't pan out, we'll try it again a little later in September when they're talking.
Heck yeah. Tyler, you said antelope?
Yeah, I think I think that we're going to try to have a little antelope camp. I talked to Jason, and I think Lenny is on board, and I think we're going to go try to have a little antelope camp and hang out for a few days with the fam and chase goats around with all the kids.
Fun.
I'm headed on
the camera or what?
Oh. Sorry. I'm headed on the 20th to go film Kendall in Utah for Mountain Goat of August.
Coming right up. That's a short early hunt, right? It's only like 10 days or is it?
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty short. I don't quite know all the details. He just contacted me and tried to fit it in, and so that's the first one I'm going to do here next couple weeks, and then we've got some antelope hunts, some early hunts as well.
Okay, sweet. How about you, Jordan? Is it just Justin's hunt?
Yeah, Justin's hunt will be first, and then I have a governor's tag bighorn sheep hunt in Idaho, and then some other stuff. It's gonna be a really packed year.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Early hunting.
In Idaho,
Yeah.
bighorn sheep.
No, unit. I was gonna say it might be in my backyard.
Oh, unit. I'm not sure where we're going because we could go anywhere in the state. So I'm not sure where the guides have them pinned down yet.
Cool. Yeah, I probably up here in Hell's Canyon if I was gonna guess, but
Yeah, I would imagine.
cool. Let's see. We got some questions. What's a better first time Alaska hunt, caribou or moose?
Oh, caribou for sure.
Yeah, I'd second that too. Caribou all day long, especially I think for a Western hunter, caribou for sure. And maybe if you're from back east, a moose might be okay because there's kind of it's more of a which Western guys aren't used to, but maybe Eastern guys would be more.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's
You
just
guys
a
kinda
lot. I was gonna say just a lot more action usually with the caribou than with the moose.
You guys
At least you're covering country and glassing instead of just kind of walking through the alders waist deep in water hoping a moose shows up.
Yeah, for sure. You guys definitely had a fun experience that year.
Well, fortunately, it wasn't good. I mean, it was cool because it was a memory and it was quite an interesting hunt. But fortunately, it didn't. I think Lenny got one with the bow, but I know a couple of us, it didn't quite fulfill our Alaska moose adventure. So that's going to make us have to go back, of course, which that's a good part of it, I guess.
For sure. Well, we'll be excited to see that footage when that happens. Garrett again jumps on, talked about filming backgrounds. He wants to know a memorable film that I produced. Or everyone, what's your most memorable film? And he wants me to answer too. I'll just jump on. Filmed the ibex hunt on the Florida mountains in New Mexico. And we were up there for like 2 weeks, and I got a kidney stone at midnight and had to hike out, and so that was fun. But anyway, you guys can check that out. It's Outback Outdoors, The Rock. So here's some memorable filming hunts.
So if it's just filming, for me, it had to be in our trip to Alaska. Just always wanted to go up there. Guys made it super fun. Got the entire experience. I kind of know what I'm getting into for my guys. But if you've seen last night's film, Made for Mooney, as far as a production and a final product, that's by far my most memorable hunt. Not necessarily to film, but to put together. Just the story alone. Hopefully everybody watched it last night. But yeah, for me, that's definitely the one.
I think for me was probably Desert Sheep on Tiburon. Just doing the whole Mexico thing. It's a little bit different than the States, and just hunting sheep in that country was really cool. That's probably my most memorable one.
I'd say the most memorable, it's kind of a toss up a little bit for me, is obviously Alaska was awesome. Getting to hunt with Justin, which, it'd been like with Justin, it seemed like we had hunted with him for 20 years. I mean, everybody just fell right in. It was super cool. And just Alaska, it's always a memory. But our vet hunt that we did with the vets, that archery hunt, first time elk hunters ever, that's right there neck and neck with the caribou hunt in Alaska.
Yeah, I'd probably say mine is probably my first high country mule deer hunt. It's been quite a while ago, but that was awesome.
What year was that, Lenny?
I think that was in 2011.
All right.
Kind of dating myself here.
Justin.
Most memorable hunt?
It was a filmed hunt. That might have been
Filmed hunt. I mean, this is the first time I've been in front of the camera, so.
You could throw in your most memorable hunt besides that if you want.
I mean, I would imagine it's probably similar to a lot of the guys. I mean, my first bull I ever took in Wyoming was with my dad, so I think that'll be a hard one to ever beat, no matter how big of a bull.
Heck yeah. Well, cool. We got a question. How much caribou meat did you guys get out of a caribou?
Not as much as I thought I was going to get. I'd never seen a caribou in real life, and I thought they were like the size of an elk. But getting there and getting them in front of you, they're like the size of a limousine mule deer, just stretched out mule deer. They weren't that big. And gosh, 60, 70 pounds, maybe. Not a lot. I mean, you have to bring everything out, ribs and everything. But I want to say we got 60, 70 pounds of meat back is all. Does that sound right?
I thought it was maybe more than that, but I mean, it was less than 100 pounds for sure. I think once we boned it all out and put it in the fish boxes, it's not as much as you'd think.
Did you guys have it processed or just break it down and bring it back in the boxes yourself, or how'd that go down?
Yeah, getting out of the field up there, they're really strict. I mean, you have to bring out the ribs and everything. So you got to bring kind of everything out. And then if you have a good transport company that's taking you out, they'll kind of have a place for you to set it up. And then from there, we basically boned everything out, stuck it in fish boxes. And then at a hotel up there, you can actually put your fish box in the freezer and get it froze before you get on the plane. Okay. And then process it once you get back home. It's pretty easy.
Cool. We got a comment, Justin Nelson, the Made for Mooney was awesome. I'm sure everyone that watches that will think that. And
thank you. I appreciate that a lot. It meant a lot to me to take that on, and can't imagine what it meant for Quinn going through that experience. But just glad that he reached out and we were able to make it happen for him.
Yeah, great job on both productions in the tour this year. When's Top Priority? Are you going to have one of their films there?
Well, my plan was to enter one last year, but when Quinn contacted me and then I knew that I'd be filming the Pure Elevation, I kind of put ours kind of on the back step. Just I wanted to make sure that Quinn's made it. That was my ultimate goal. So I kind of put ours aside. We'd been in the tour for the last 4 years, so had a good run. We're going to continue to put in, but just felt like I needed to help him out, and then the opportunity to film these guys and make it on their film was just as special than us really making it as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you for submitting. We've kind of been on here for a little bit, so I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for submitting the films. And I know it's been a crazy year for everybody, but it would have been a great lineup to have in the theater and the Egyptian in Boise or wherever. But we'll regroup, and the series so far has gotten awesome reviews and comments, and it's been fun. So thank you. But yeah, you guys can all close out with comments if you want.
What does that mean? Close out comments.
If anybody's interested in any filming, contact Top Priority Hunting. You can look us up on Instagram, Facebook, our YouTube channel as well, Top Priority Hunting, and for our films.
Yeah, same. Check out Pure Elevation Productions YouTube channels, social media. Love to have you guys follow along there. Jade, thank you for putting all these films together in one spot where we can just watch everything. Awesome films, awesome filmmakers. I love it. And I missed it on the big screen, but this is cool also. So thanks for staying the course and making something happen, Jade.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot, Jade. Awesome platform for everybody. Super fun to watch everybody else's film, and hopefully we can put something else together.
Justin, you have anything?
Yeah, Jade, same thing. Really appreciate it. You know, especially on the sponsor side, Crispi appreciates it. I think you got two of the best filmmakers here between Justin and Jordan. So it was awesome to see what Jordan did, especially with a film where she had very little footage. I didn't help her by killing on the first day. So, you know, it's awesome to see what she was able to put together. And the Alaska film was awesome. So, and I'm sure, Justin, you're going to put something together for the mountain goat himself that you're going to chase around and on Nebo. So, but Jade, appreciate it. And we're happy to be a part of this. And you know, thanks for putting all this together.
Yeah, Jay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks again. Appreciate it. And well, good luck, guys, on all those hunts you're chatting about. We'll look forward to some new footage dropping this winter.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Later, guys.